Hi, I'm Stacy Dolan with Healing Works, and this video is to complement my latest blog, which is called The Power of Loving Yourself. And in that blog, I talk about 3 areas. I talk about your body, your emotions, and your thoughts. And if you want to love yourself, you have to look at yourself. You have to look at your body, you have to look at your thoughts, and you have to look at your emotions. And so I talk about some exercises that can help, some tools. When you feel like your self-love is up, you're feeling good about yourself, you're usually pretty much happier, content, things are going well. If you start to have your self-love start to decline and go in the pits for whatever reason, you need some tools to pull you back up. And sometimes, just like a vitamin, right? When you take a vitamin every single day, you're less likely to catch what's going around because you've built up your immune system over time. Doing these exercises all the time will help build your self-love that you run on a constant basis without even working on it. But you also want to know these tools for when you're having a really hard time. Maggie's going crazy. She wants to get up here. Okay. All right, Maggie, you can be in the video. Okay. So, let's just talk about your body. Okay, so the mirror exercises. Okay, this is really hard for a lot of people. It was hard for me when I started. I first did it probably 25 years ago with Louise Hay, and a teacher I used to have, Reverend Kay Hunter. If you've known me for a long time, you know she's a big teacher in my life. To just sit in the mirror, look in the mirror, look in your eyes, and say, I love you. If you can't get there, you can start with I like you, or you're a good person, or hello, Stacy. The eyes are the window to the soul, and there's some kind of magic about looking in the mirror and saying nice things to yourself. So you can make up your own affirmations. I have some in my blog that are just like, I like you, I care about you, I see you, I hear you, I'm here for you. You're doing a great job, right? So if you would do some mirror work, and let's just call it 3 to 5 statements in the mirror every single day for 30 days. And if you really want to be game, if you skip a day, then you have to start over and do 30 days. Most of my clients, when they're new with me, they can't do it looking in the mirror and hold strong to a muscle test. They do get better with the brain work. And practice with looking at yourself in the mirror. But if you can't do this easily, you have work to do. And there's no shame in that. There's no guilt in that. It's just a measure of kind of getting on the scale and saying, how am I with my self-love? If I'm not comfortable doing that, then it's a sign that you have some work to do. And so just let it be that. You don't have to judge it. And then, so that helps with your feelings about your body. It helps emotional and mentally. So mirror work is all around exercise. I suggest you do it every day. If you have low self-love, I suggest that you really get committed to that exercise. One of the things I talk about in the blog is accepting your thoughts, accepting your emotions, and accepting your body just the way they are. So if you have crappy thoughts, if you have crappy emotions, they are what they are. Okay, and so learning to accept those thoughts and those emotions and love yourself anyway is kind of where we're going. And so journaling, if you have negative thoughts that you can't get rid of, like I'm just not good enough, I don't measure up, people don't like me, I don't fit in, or I'm a mean person, or I can't forgive that person, or I'm so angry. We all have those thoughts from time to time. I mean, things happen and people cross our boundaries, and boundaries are going to be my next theme that I work on. So that's coming. But to accept your thoughts. So an exercise that you can do with paper, okay, and you don't need a fancy journal. In fact, I prefer you not, because you're going to burn the paper or shred the paper. Just get some paper and write down whatever is on your mind. If it's negative words about your body, if it's negative words about people or thoughts or emotions, just write it down. Hey, I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling so resentful. I just want to punch him in the face, right? Whatever it is, no filter for body language or anything like that, because what you're really doing is kind of vomiting on the paper what's really going on in your mind. And the exercise kind of helps you tap into stuff and release it, just like vomiting. It's like emotionally doing that. And so once you're done, if you do a really good job, you might cry. You know, you should feel kind of like you got it out. And then I want you to take the paper and go directly to the fire and throw it in the fire or put it in the shredder. I do not want you to reread it. I don't want you to analyze it. I don't want you to show it to your friends and get all shamed about it. I just want you to take it and get rid of it, right? And spiritually, you know, just asking God, I'd like to remove this from my body. Like I'm taking it out of my body. And so doing that, you could do that as much as you can. It's nice to have a safe, quiet place where no one's going to interrupt you so that you can really get into it. But if you have a lot of strong negative emotions, negative thoughts, or negative self-image, I suggest you just do it. And I don't know if it feels like just admitting the truth about yourself. Like it is true. Like I really feel like I hate that person right now. You're not a hater. You're not a bad person. Every single person has thoughts from time to time. And if you can just look at it without judging it and say, hey, I had that thought and now I'm letting it go. Because I'm choosing self-love, right? And ultimately we do want to forgive ourselves and forgive our experience and forgive others for our own self-love, because we don't want to have those emotions stuck in our body. And so, you know, it only takes 30 or 60 seconds. I can't remember what the exact thing Dr. Turner taught me was, but you know, those negative emotions, they only have to live in your body like a minute and then you could let them go. But really our ego and our personality can hold on and tell the story over and over and over to where we can hold on to that emotion for 50 years and still be telling the story. And so sometimes it's hard not to tell the story, especially if your world is fallen apart, or, you know, something really bad has happened, or you lost somebody that you loved. And so it is a process. And there's also grief in a lot of that, which is also a process. So we're working on the power of self-love. And when you really love and accept yourself the way you are, so many other things in your brain and body calm down and allow you to heal. And so it is a self-loving choice to do these things. And so I wish you the best. I'm Stacey Dolan with Healing Works. If you would like some more information on what I do, you can check out my website at healingworkstx.com, or you can watch my YouTube channel, and there is a link on my website to that. You can also schedule a free consultation with me by phone or in person if you'd like to talk about doing some QNRT or some essential oil education. I'm here for you in that way. So I wish you the best. I'm working on loving myself, and I want the same for you. So have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you next time.